Fascinating. Do you like to read? What do you read? And specifically, how do you read? Some people think that reading is reading is reading, but no. In this short video, we're going to look at 4 different ways to read, which will dramatically improve your reading skills. If you're like me, then you probably receive many emails every day. And if you read each email word by word, dear sir or madam, I am writing, you will never read all the emails. So it's important to read quickly. For this reason, we're going to use the first technique, which is skimming. So skimming is a really useful technique to skim a text, which means to read quickly. So you just look at the whole text very quickly. What's the general idea? And in the case of an email, for example, to decide, is this information useful for me? So I'm going to show you a little text now. You just have a few seconds. Please read quickly and check what's the main idea. Okay, so as you can see, this is just a very quick exercise, but this is the idea of skimming to get a general idea. For example, in this text, it's just a text about a woman having a very bad day. So this is really useful to do this skimming. When you first see a text, for example, in an exam, read it quickly and try to understand what's the general idea. Our second technique is called scanning. This is again a way of reading quickly, but this time we're not looking for a general idea, we're looking for specific information. Imagine you receive a business report with 100 pages, and you need the information about the sales from 2016. So you scan, you look very quickly, and you find the relevant information. So again, you don't go page by page, but you look quickly and you try to find this information as fast as you can. So let's do a little practice with this. We're going to look at some information about millionaires. So please look at the text. In the text, what's the idea of the number 1843? This is, of course, the first time that the word millionaire was first used in an American newspaper. How about the number 15%? So here, this is the percentage of the population in Singapore who are millionaires. So you can see that scanning is really useful when you want to find specific information and find it very quickly. Technique number 3 is something you might be more familiar with. This is called intensive reading, and it's quite similar to the type of reading we usually do in an English class, where you are looking at the text and usually answering some comprehension questions. However, very important to really analyse the text, and particularly if you can print the information, then even better, so you can make some notes and you can check everything very carefully. So let's look at an example here. You can see we can do this with a very short text. So we can look, for example, at some of the vocabulary. So check some new words, and as I say, make notes so we don't forget. We can look at the grammar. So grammatically, what's important about the text. And of course, we can look specifically at the meaning. What extra questions do we have about this information? And finally, it's really important to remember that when we talk about reading, we are not just talking about classes, we're not just talking about exams. Reading is something that we can enjoy. So this is where technique number 4, extensive reading, is important. So for this, basically you can choose, and in fact it's important you choose what to read. Choose something you enjoy. Choose a book that you think looks interesting. And the idea here, so this is how it's very different from intensive reading. Find something that's not so difficult. Usually it's better to do this with a text that's a little under your level. So this helps to improve your reading fluency. So usually when we talk about fluency, we talk about our speaking fluency, but also we have reading fluency. So it's important you can read a little faster. You're not skimming the text, but you're reading at a natural pace and you're enjoying the book. Remember here, readers are a very good option. These are specific books which have been made for English students. For example, some famous stories that we can find, and they've been simplified a little bit to help you improve your reading skills. It's very important when you do this type of activity for extensive reading, you really try to enjoy it. If you can, print the pages or get the actual paper book. So put your phone down, just enjoy reading the book. One of my favorite descriptions of reading is that it's basically staring at a dead piece of wood for hours and hallucinating. What better way to spend your time? Thanks for watching.